Strange thing, because it's the idea of selling yourself short in a weird way by just taking anything. So I swore to myself it would only be the choices that I make for a reason, not money, not success, not nothing, but something important, more important, to leave something behind that maybe might help someone or affect someone, you know. It's a harder road to be selective. It's a lot easier to go the other route. But I've always liked the idea of obstacles too, you know. I like having to step over dolly track, you know, during a 5-page monologue. I like those little obstacles, you know, that you hit. It allows for the possibility of chance, really, you know.
Thank you very much.
德普你好，我是北京电影学院的学生，然后我同时也是您非常大的影迷。然后在您的电影里，就是您一些服装设计或者那些发型都非常夸张。听说这次您在《超验骇客》这部电影扮演那个角色，可能更像现在的您自己。您觉得本色出演会不会对您更有挑战性
Well, yeah, playing, I suppose, the normal version of a human being is a little bit, it is definitely more challenging. It's definitely more challenging to be close to the surface of yourself, you know. That's why I always prefer to hide behind the makeup, to look as much as different as you can, to be as different as you can each time out of it. You're constantly challenging yourself, and at the same time you're, teetering on failure every time, which I think it's important to go a little far sometimes, to explore the edge, you know. So yeah, I mean, all that stuff like we were talking about before, rejection and that sort of thing, all that builds character. All that builds the foundation, which is you, which is the foundation of truth for every character, which is the most important thing we can do as actors, you know. Find the truth. You know. Did that sort of answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
您好，在您成为演员之前，您所做的哪些职业和工作有助于帮助你成为更好的演员？谢谢。
The only acting experience I ever had in my life, I think, was selling ink pens over the telephone. You know, that was about
You're a
it.
musician, right?
Yeah,
You play guitar.
was a musician for years. I mean, still am. Still my first love, you know. In the early days, yeah, the way I approached my work was kind of in the same way that I approached music, you know. Like the idea of playing a solo, you know. Not every solo is going to sound exactly the same. Not every take should be the same. So maybe I was able to incorporate some of my knowledge I picked up playing music into my work as an actor, you know, early on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
你好，德普先生。
Yeah.
你是我的英雄，很高兴见到你。
Thank you, man. Kind.
然后我是表演系的，然后我有一个问题想请教您，就是您在1997年执导并亲自出演了一部影片，叫做《英雄少年历险记》。在片中和您多年来的偶像白兰度先生，在这个合作的过程中，您有什么收获？然后这个收获在您之后的表演中有什么重要的影响以及帮助？谢谢。
I gained everything from the experience, you know. I was very lucky that we had worked together a couple of times and had become very close friends. For example, when I wrote that part in The Brave, I wrote that part for Marlon, but I would never ask him to do it because I wouldn't, you know, I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable and beholden or whatever. First day of shooting, phone rang and it was Marlon, and he said, "What are you doing, kid?" You know, I said, "I just started that film I'm directing, you know." And he immediately went, "You got a part for me?" And it was like this gift had opened up, you know. So for Marlon to give me that gift, that so generous he was, you know. He wouldn't let me pay him a dime. He wouldn't let me, you know, I mean, he was amazing. So I learned a great deal from working with people like Marlon, who had the effect of a father, the effect of a friend, a brother, a partner in crime, an adolescent, you know. Yeah, I've been very lucky in that regard.
Thank you，我们都爱你。